Why is silence not an option now for business? Why are more and more businesses risking taking a stand? And I'll start at the other end with Ashley.
I think that the issues that we're working to solve are meeting us at a moment that we need to have all of us working together to drive solutions forward. And you can't just address climate change within the walls of your business by setting science-based targets like Seventh Generation has done and commit to driving down your emissions by addressing issues in your supply chain or thinking about your product design or what happens at the end of life. Because we know those actions alone aren't going to address the bigger societal and environmental issues. What we're facing now are problems at a systems level. And what that requires is actually businesses going outside the boundaries of what they're doing inside and speaking up and speaking out and starting to take action, advocating for public policy solutions that are actually going to start resolving some of the systemic challenges we find ourselves in.
The trust in business is substantially higher than trust in government. And the reason for this is competence. 50-point delta between business and government. Business gets stuff done. Point 2, business is now the most trusted institution in the world. Point 3, you have changed employee base and changed consumer expectations. So you have belief-driven buyers who say, if my brand doesn't stand up for me, I'm not going to buy it. And you have, similarly, employees who are empowered enough. It started with the Google walkout, then it went, Me Too, and then murder of George Floyd, and then Glasgow, and you just keep going with dominoes. Employees, it used to be a power elite like this, and it's been flipped. And the employees feel as if they have a voice in what the companies and brands should be doing. So, if you are a company or a brand, you have to speak up on 4 issues: sustainability, race and diversity, wage levels and reskilling, and now geopolitics, when 1,300 companies get out of Russia because of their Ukraine invasion.
But we see companies taking real actions, whether that is supporting voting and participation by employees and customers to rebuild faith in the system, supporting poll working, or doing things like pulling back political contributions from those who have refused to accept legitimate election results in the past. Microsoft did that. They redirected their corporate PAC, and they also gave employees the option to support democracy-related efforts. So, look, this is not without risk. I mean, we're seeing pushback on ESG not only from some annoying hedge fund guys, but also from, political leaders who are actually saying we're going to redirect our pension funds. And so the one thing I would say to the topic of this discussion is this response to those kind of threats. We definitely are seeing some companies saying silence is the option. They are kind of hiding when Disney gets pressed or other companies get pressed. And I think we would argue, and this is borne out in international experience, that if companies hide, when that kind of pressure comes, it's only going to get worse. And what you need is bigger coalitions of companies that will not accept that kind of pushback from political leaders.